Welcome to New Americans Immigration Today. Immigration is always a challenging subject with many nuances. Our current political climate has sparked a new wave of conversations around the subjects of immigration and rapidly changing policies. We will use this platform at KVTV to educate viewers on critical topics as it relates to immigration. I'm Erica Glenn with the Law Office of Erica Glenn here in Houston, Texas. Thank you for coming down today to be part of this dialogue. We're delighted that KVTV, Afrocentric TV, Channel 15.8, opened up this opportunity for immigration attorneys and experts to speak directly with the public and share helpful information about immigration topics. Please note, this show is for informational purposes only. It's general in nature and is not intended to and should not be relied upon or construed as a legal opinion or legal advice regarding any specific issue or factual circumstance. Nor is this information intended to create, and receipt of it does not create an attorney-client relationship between you and the firm. Therefore, you should consult an attorney in the event you want legal advice. The unusual police shooting has prompted international interest and led to an outpouring of support for the St. Lucia, Botham's birthplace, heartbroken friends and family, some of whom came to Dallas on Saturday, met with officials and attorneys. In a Friday press release, the Embassy of St. Lucia said it was shocked and saddened to learn of his death, offering condolences to his mother, who worked for the government, and other family members. To have such a promising life taken so violently is devastating, the release said. While we await more details on this tragic event, we place our faith in the system and trust that a full and thorough investigation will be conducted. Texas and St. Lucia agrees with the family of Botham Jean. What a tragedy for this young man's family. He didn't even have the chance to get married yet. Speaking of marriage, let's transition into our first topic, marriage and green cards. If this applies to you, congratulations on your marriage and your pending nuptials. If you and your spouse plan to permanently live together in the United States, the next big thing on your mind may be applying for a marriage green card. What is a marriage green card? Well, a marriage green card allows the spouse of a U.S. citizen or green card holder to live and work anywhere in the United States. A green card holder will have a permanent resident status until they decide if they wish to apply for U.S. citizenship, for which they become eligible after 3 years. How does one get a marriage green card, you ask? Getting a green card through marriage is generally a 3-step process. First, establishing the marriage relationship via Form I-130. Second, applying for the green card via Form I-485 or Form DS-260. And third, attending the green card interview and awaiting approval. The main purpose of the I-130 form is first to establish that a valid marriage exists. Supporting documentation is required and mandatory. The spouse filing the I-130 is called the petitioner or sponsor. This is a spouse who is a U.S. citizen or a current green card holder. The spouse seeking a green card is called the beneficiary or green card applicant. Critical elements of a complete I-130 filing package include the following: a government filing fee of $535, proof that the sponsoring spouse is a U.S. citizen. This could be a copy of the sponsor's birth certificate, naturalization certificate, or a valid U.S. passport photo page. Or a permanent resident can submit a copy of their green card. Proof that a legally valid marriage exists. For example, a marriage certificate showing the names of both spouses, as well as the place and date of the marriage. Proof that the marriage is not fraudulent. For example, a joint lease, joint bank account statements, and pictures together. Proof that any previous marriage of either spouse has been terminated, typically a divorce document. Remember, there are 2 other steps and more monies to be paid. It is imperative to seek legal advice for this process. Every marriage is tested at times, some more literally than others. The marriages of immigrants to American citizens must stand up to the scrutiny of the United States government. It is always on the lookout for people gaming the system for a green card. Couples must prove that their relationships are real by providing proof that they live together or photographs of their time together. One important tip: don't say green card during that interview. Not even joking here. That should be obvious, but so many inadvertently send up red flags by saying that during their interview. Lately, the bar has been a lot higher for immigrants in the country illegally. Yes, the climate has definitely changed. In approaching the interviews, immigration officers assume the relationship is a fraud, and the burden of proof is on the couple in this long drawn-out process. Anyone caught lying could face prison time and face up to a fine of $250,000. The immigrant could also be barred from getting a marriage-based green card ever again. We have seen more scrutiny and more questions about marriage lately. Here are some questions you might be asked in your interview. Draw me a diagram of your bedroom. How do you enter your home? What subway does your spouse take? What did you do last night? What did you do for Christmas? What gift did you give your spouse? How did you meet? How soon after you met did you start dating? When did you meet each other's families? How did you decide on getting married? Where did you buy the ring? What was the wedding like and who attended? You can answer all of these questions perfectly. The immigration officer could still not be as convinced. As a result, once the process is complete, the applicant could receive a NOID, or a notice of intent to deny. The applicant has a chance to respond. If the response is denied, the applicant can file a new petition or appeal, which can be very expensive. In some cases, applicants are referred to immigration court. Red flags that immigration officials look for are disparities in age, religious and linguistic differences, and if either person has already been through the immigration process with someone else. Here's what you need to know about the steps to take if you get annoyed. If you have received a notice of intent to deny, you'll be given 30 days to respond. If you do not respond to it, you will most likely receive a decision denying your application. For this reason, it is very important to consult with an experienced, specialized immigration attorney to determine how to respond and prepare your response quickly. You might wonder if it's worth the time and expense to try to respond to a NOID. But think about a tax return example. If your return is correct, you stand to get your tax refund, which is money you can use to do something you want or need to do. This process is similar. You have already applied with USCIS for something you want. Not responding means you are almost guaranteed to get a denial. If you invest the time and effort to respond, you may get what you want: a work permit, authorization to stay in the U.S., a green card, or another benefit. If you or someone you know receives a NOID, don't assume the case will be denied. A notice of intent to deny can be successfully rebutted, especially if you are an experienced immigration lawyer who can help you respond to the NOID. Great tips, and remember to always seek an attorney to help you. We always want to make sure we include not just topical information. We also want to include informational resources in Houston and Harris County to help with immigration questions. One of those is the Houston Immigrants' Rights Hotline, or HIRH. The hotline is a project of the ACLU of Texas, the Houston Immigration Legal Services Collaborative, Boat People, SOS, Baker Ripley, United We Dream, Houston Volunteer Lawyers, and the Tahir Justice Center. The HIRH is a source of timely and accurate information about changing immigration laws and referrals to legal services providers and attorneys. Beginning March 12, 2018, the hotline will take calls from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Calls will be taken in Spanish and English with interpretation available in Vietnamese, Mandarin, Arabic, and other languages. Call 1-833-468-4664 for information about the following: your rights as an immigrant, changes to immigration law and how it might affect your family, how to report an incident of hate or discrimination, help someone who is in immigration detention, help finding a free or low-cost immigration attorney, report an immigration raid or sweep in your area, upcoming events, and how to get involved in your community. If you are passionate about immigrant rights and law, there are many opportunities to serve this community. The ACLU of Texas has been defending civil liberties in Texas for 70 years. We conduct policy research and promote reform through litigation, legislation, and public education. Do you want to fight for civil rights and individual liberty? Take advantage of opportunities to work for the ACLU of Texas and help support this important mission. Build skills and experience addressing civil rights and individual liberty issues by volunteering. Thank you for watching New Americans Immigration Today on Afrocentric TV, channel 15.8. If you've been through the process in real life, share experiences. Email us if you have any questions for information you want to share to our community. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube, like us on Facebook. We would love to have discussion topics or questions from the viewers sent in for us to talk about. You can send your questions to myvineyardtv15.8@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from our viewers. Tune in next time as we share more information to help you make solid decisions regarding immigration questions, issues, or challenges here on New Americans Immigration Today.